Ladies and germs, welcome back to Southern California. Yay. SoCal. I am buzzing around the garage here and looking at the next contract. So the first thing I did, I played a bit off camera in Europe on a different profile so I could kind of figure out what I'm doing. Something I missed was that these skills, I got 2 skill points. We're going to definitely do this. And we're going to do wear efficient driving. I try to fill these up first and this, and then we start working our way back up. Some of these aren't as important to me as these 3 things because you'll use less gas, less wear and tear, and good business sense all mean that your stuff lasts longer and costs less to maintain. And you make more money on the job. To me, making money, that's the important part right now. We'll get to the other things, faster loading, stuff like that later. We have 1 contract to complete, and then we can move up to the next level. So HAPE is we're going to accept this contract. We have to get prefabricated walls, material delivery. Let's see, what else we got? Transport frame, prefab wall, ceiling components. Okay, so first things first, we need to rent a trailer. So let's go to our company vehicle fleet. I'm going to pop the Mac Anthem out, and I'm going to hop into it. I found out that you need to have 25 repairs at a gas station, and then you can repair at your local garage. And even though this is company headquarters, this is actually not our garage. This is the starter garage. There will be a garage for us in town where we'll be able to find, they'll be a little bit more central to the jobs that we get. Right now, sorry, the camera's, what's going on? I got a new joystick, and I'm getting used to the camera controls. They're so touchy. My other joystick was a little bit worn in, and so they weren't as touchy. So the steering's a little bit off, too. Sorry. I've been playing pumps and hoses all weekend on Farm Sim, and I got used to the camera controls, and now I got to get used to this again. Used to much tighter controls, requiring much less input. All right, this looks... Where is the driveway for them? All my life, I've been looking for this driveway. I'm going to park on the sidewalk. I'll just park right here. Why these people all have the same color car? All right, we're going to hop in the shop here and grab a trailer. And then we're going to go down to the prefab shop. Those are European. We're going to rent this. Nope, I don't. There. And we're going to rent all this stuff. I'm not going to buy anything more right now. We're going to wait till we start getting the bigger contracts. There's much larger contracts out there once we get out of this little town. And then we'll be able to really quickly start affording equipment. I'd say within maybe 2 or 3 contracts, we'll have almost everything we need. It goes pretty quick. So here we are with our little trailer. Little trailer. One thing that happens, the missions aren't quite as directed, and you can kind of go whichever way you want. So, like, they might suggest that you use a crane, but instead you could use your excavator and your bucket. So it's kind of cool stuff like that. You get a little bit more freedom on what you can rent, what you can buy. They give you suggestions, but you can do whatever you want. One thing I don't like, I wish they had a little bit wider version of this trailer. The only trailer that is really worth buying is the big one, the $85,000 super wide construction trailer that you never see in America, because half the equipment doesn't fit on these. Though this one's a little bit better than the other one. This is a smaller one, I think, than the other one, but it actually fits equipment better. Oh, and I've been really, really naughty. I forgot to do this. I've turned the traffic density down, and I got rid of traffic offenses. I'm supposed to turn here, aren't I? Shoes and socks. There we go. I'm a bad boy. All right, so I'm going to run down to the lower basin of LA, it looks like, way out there. Maybe Palm Springs, they said. So we said this looks like Palm Springs, too. It just looks like Southern California in general, with a Golden Gate Bridge on top of it. I will be back momentarily. I'm going to run down there, and I will see you when I get there. We're going to stop at the Rex Kwando gas station here. Not only do we get to discover something new, but we also get to refill and repair, which will help us reach our goal. Fuel. And we're going to repair. $1,000. That's not too bad. Oh boy. I thought there was a driveway here. I can get out. I can. I swear to God. Move it, lady. Did you not see me? Pedestrians have the right of way in America, by the way. In Europe, I believe it's definitely the same thing, because I know in England it is. So, in fact, they put their pedestrians in like suicidal positions where it's like they literally, instead of being the crosswalks, being at the corners where cars are slowing down and speeding up, but slowing down to kind of like see what's coming the other way. They put their crosswalks like right in the middle of the street, like so, not here, but like right here is the crosswalk. And there's signs, there's lights above them that flash so the drivers know they need to stop. But I don't know if I would try. I never trusted him when I was there. I was always really nervous I was going to get run over by some angry, taxi driver or something. They just, people flew down those streets. So anyway, that's my experience. I'll be back. All right, we have arrived at our destination, and we're going to go in, and this is a prefabricated wall factory, probably your second home in the future, at least if you want to specialize in house building. I don't want to specialize in house building, but maybe I do, because it's probably good money. Anyway, we're going to... House building is only lucrative when materials are cheap and house prices are high. Right now, in real life, it's a really bad market for house building because the materials are so expensive that even though the house prices are high, I know a lot of contractors that quit. They just stopped building homes which has killed our business. But the materials are so expensive they can't afford to do it anymore. Ooh, she's kind of pretty. I thought, you're used to the characters, the AI characters, where you're like, ugh, hey there, ma'am. Looks like she's on some other planet. Just because she's pretty doesn't mean she ain't doing meth. I'm just kidding. Okay, so here we go. We're back at the factory. What the heck? Where did that come from? We have one job left, and we're gonna purchase we're gonna build a little commercial building here, a souvenir shop. We're gonna load the package. Okay, I think that's it. So we've loaded the package into the truck. It should be on the truck. Let's double check here. Yeah, there it is. It's in this whole kind of cool, like, it all comes in one big metal frame. On the way back, stop at the building material dealer and get the rest of the order. Okay, we can do that. I'll probably turn my beacons on and lights just for safety because now we're carrying a strange load. Honestly, the beacons are really for when you're stopped or pulling an oversized load. Would you consider this oversized? It's tall, but it's not sticking out over the side, so I guess we could turn our beacons off. Oops. That is not at all what I wanted to do. Sometimes it doesn't take your inputs. We're in the same place we were, though. So, okay, I'll be back. I'm going to run over to the prefab shop or whatever and hopefully get these construction materials, I'm not sure where exactly these are going to fit. I don't think they're going to fit on here, but we'll see. All right, we're back up in Dusty Springs. I brought my, never mind. I brought the load of materials up here. I don't think we're going to have enough room. We're probably going to have to, in the dealer menu, I know they're color-coded. But they're not color-coded in the order that you need them for the job, because sometimes you need them in different stages, and they don't do that. It's kind of like, here's your stuff, all of it, everything you're going to need for the whole project, not just the stuff you need for this stage. However, this only has really one stage of purchasing, so we got our ceiling components, and we've got our rebar mesh, and I'm going to go to the checkout counter, and I want auto-loading, and it's probably going to tell us there's nothing available. Yeah. So let's just see what happened, because once again, I think we personally could probably jam stuff on there, but yeah, those are pretty big. Shoot. Are those 2 pallets? I thought I bought 2 pallets. That's 1 pallet. So maybe these are, no, that looks like 1 pallet, unless these are split this way. Oh yeah, these are split this way. Okay. And I think, aren't we gonna need a crane? Oh man, they screwed us royally. Well, here's what we're going to have to do. Sorry, it takes me a minute to remember what buttons to press. There's so many different things we got to do. We're going to grab this and take out of the hull and enter. We're going to have to crane that cement onto the back of the truck. And we should be able to fit, actually, we should be able to fit both those pallets on this truck. It's not the way the mission wanted us to do it, but as long as we deliver them, it's fine. So we just have to bring out a second truck, which I didn't really want to do, but doesn't matter what I want. There's the rental for the trailer, $300. Once again, the faster you can get stuff done, the better. But in this case, there's just, you can't rush this. So. All right, so we arrive at the situation location. We're supposed to stop, not them. I'm such a jerk. Jerk. Oh, did I just hit that? I might have. Okay. I can get all that stuff on this truck, so let's go ahead and do that. And I'm going to unleash the, whoops, son of a biscuit. I do that a lot, and I can't blame the joystick anymore because I'm using a joystick that's working. So I ordered a 8-bit do joystick. I don't have it yet. I'm using my wife's controller. My controller, I find with these Xbox controllers, and that's why I didn't go with Xbox again. After about a year of use, and don't forget, I use a lot. I use every day for hours, recording and stuff. So they get a lot of use, but they last about a year. And sure enough, that blue one that I was using was an Xbox controller, about a year old, and it gave up the ghost. The bushings go bad, and the joystick starts moving in random directions just all by itself. I can be like not even touching the controller, and the guy be perfectly still, and the controller's just sat on the desk, and all of a sudden the dude will just start walking. And it's because the bushings are bad. So, oh shoot, wrong button. We did try to put stuff. I guess it's going to force me to go that direction, so now I can only put 2 of those on. Maybe it's weight. Could be a weight distribution thing. We did try to put things in here. It didn't work. The truck wigged out. That was on the green trailer, though. It might work on this one, but anyway. I'm going to put the rebar on next because, or the steel framing because I can. But also because I don't think that this is going to fit really well on the other trailer. So I think we're going to have to do. Minimize that. Beep, beep. Like a window. This is hard to fit in. Trying to, yeah. Crud. You can do it. You can do it, yeah. Okay, so we did it. That's cool. Hopefully I can get one more thing on here. Sometimes they let you double stack, but I think with the weight, again, these are concrete. My monitor keeps shutting off. Son of a, that is going to make me crazy. My monitor keeps shutting off, and I don't know if it's the cable or if the video card port is going bad. If I bump the desk or move it all with my controller, sometimes it's fine, but other times it just keeps shutting off. And right now it's doing it like every 2 minutes, and it's making me absolutely insane. I wish stuff would last for more than a year, you know. Okay, I want it on this trailer. It's trying to put it underneath. You gotta be kidding me. And they won't let you just drop it? No, no dice. And it won't let me put it in here either. If I put it down on the ground, Mike and I did this. It will actually stick into the trailer, and you'll never get it out. You have to reset the trailer to the factory and put the materials into your warehouse for it to fix. So, oh, no, this looks like, I wish that stupid thing would get out of my face. I understand what it needs. Thanks. This looks like it was going to put it up on top, but I can't see now because that's in the way. Okay, so we got it. Perfect. All right. So we're going to reset the crane, and I'm going to put this into drive mode. Oh, by the way, what we're doing is building a souvenir. They're calling it construction or commercial zone. We're building a souvenir shop. Souvenir shop at the top of the dam, or at the top of the hill, right before the dam, to commemorate the UFO landing that happened back in the 1950s that has been covered up, and until recently was found when another alien ship crashed and unburied the first one, and we found a bunch of aliens running around naked, green. They were really nice, but who wants aliens in their neighborhood? Anyway, so we're going to put these here. They have a specific spot for us to drop them. So I'm going to kind of pull into the cement pad. I guess we can just do it here. It's fine. Turn our little hazards on. We're going to put this into crane mode. Take it out of camera mode, and we should be able to operate the crane. Yeah. Why is the camera still operating? What the? Nope. Yeah, there we go. And put friend down. Oh man, we put this right in the. But it worked. I'm not complaining. So, once again, this is a situation where you have to kind of think on your toes. They're telling you, oh, you got to do this with this. And it's like, well, wait a minute. You told me to rent that trailer, and then it didn't fit on that trailer. Okay, not a problem. You just have to make do. And, okay, well, now we're using our crane truck, and that really is what we have a crane truck for anyway, right? So, delivering these kind of loads. Because to be honest with you, I found on the European map, once I started into the actual game, this truck doesn't come out much. To get through the missions that they give you, it does. But after that, I'm using the semi and the crane and carrying a lot more stuff around for bigger projects. So it doesn't, unless you're doing a small project, this doesn't get a lot of usage. Okay, so wait a minute. Now we're going to pack this up. Oops. That looks expensive. We're going to pull this in here. All right, and what they want us to do is to rent a crane, and that little crane shouldn't theoretically be able to pick up that huge pallet thing. So I'm going to jump over somehow. First of all, we're going to stop at the equipment dealer, and I'm going to quickly go in and get a fast setup crane. At some point, we should buy one. They're not very expensive. It's kind of surprising how cheap they are comparatively. But not every site can use one, so even though they're cheap, the fast directing cranes. You got a tower crane, which is expensive, and then two fast directors. One's bigger, obviously, than the other, but we're going to do this one. We're going to rent that. Yes. See, it's under $100,000. It's really, actually, pretty cheap. The other thing we're going to do is we're going to fast travel over to our truck. And so let's go ahead and enter the semi. So a lot of people said that in the industry, depending on the company that you're working for, they do call these tractors in the U.S. So once again, I've never heard anyone call it that, but I'm also not a trucker. So I've had a couple truckers verify for me that some companies do call them tractors, some of them call them trucks. But in the industry, they do say tractor because when you're going out to a yard, they'll tell you, hey, grab this tractor, grab that tractor, and that's what they use. So interesting to know that we also use those terminologies. Somebody made a snide comment about how, well, just because it's not said in America doesn't mean that the whole world revolves around America. You completely missed my point. I'm just going to call you out on that because you're being a jerk. This had nothing to do with it being American. I'm just saying, if I'm making a game that takes place in England and they have little box trucks, I'm going to call it a lorry because in England, that's what they call them. And if I make a game in Australia that has a motorhome, I'm going to call it a combi because that's what they call them. So that was my point. It has nothing to do with, because Americans call it this, we should all call it this. That's not what I was saying. And if you've been around my channel at all, I am not like that. All right, so you can use a crane to place construction. This looks like a safe place to put a crane. I don't know about you, but if you go too far either direction, maybe we should have put that over here on that side. It's even closer than I feared. I don't know how high this thing's going to be, but let's set it up. It's $5,000 setup cost. There we go. Oh, God. I can hear the electricity already go bzzz. Okay, we are under the high tension wires, so I feel a little bit safer about that. Oh, there it is. My monitor's shutting on and off again. I'm going to have to find a new DP cable. It's got to be the cable. I'll be right back. I finally had a hissy fit and replaced it. Unfortunately, I have 3 monitors, and the puppies ate the power adapter for one of my 3 monitors. I use them all together. So I've got a dead monitor right now, which means I had an extra DP cable set right there. So I just grabbed it off the dead monitor and put it on the monitor that I'm working with. And I'm shaking the table on purpose and making sure that this one's working. So it actually is the cable that went bad. So I'll have to get a new one. Freaking hate stuff like that. Like, thankfully they're not real expensive, but they're still probably like $20 or $25. So it's a little bit frustrating. But I'll get it sorted out. So now I need like $40 of stuff for that monitor. Because I'm going to have to get a new power cord, too. It's just like, it never ends. I don't have to have the third monitor, but when I'm doing commercial projects, it really helps to have, like, video on one, like whatever I'm doing on the second one, like communications, and then the project in the middle. It's a pretty big help, but whatever. So this cable is bad. Okay, Y to interact with the prefabricated wall release. So we have to release it from the transport by pressing Y. There we go. And the transport frame just stays, but these are nice cranes because they're easy to use, simple controls, fast and furious. Okay, this is the door one, so we're going to go here. Like, I've used the mobile cranes, and I like them, but the problem is, like, when you move back and forth, they also, like, when you go left and right like this, like where I slide where I bring this back in. Wait, this one's not doing it. Oh, that's right. It's on the other joystick. When you have this motion where you bring the crane back and forth like this, on those mobile cranes, the boom gets higher and lower because the crane is angled. You know what I mean? It's not straight up and down like this is. So that makes it a little bit challenging. Let's see. This wall goes here. Slots right in. I totally missed. Off by inches. Let's get that directly above it so it slots in. Yeah, see how easy that was? Sometimes I want to get it in there perfectly, and other times I'm just like, snap it in, dude. Get it over with. It's Lucky Dip Day. All right, so I'm going to... the window goes on this side, so we're going to rotate this around. Get that out there. Oh. We'll let that thing settle a little bit before we try to jam it in. Easy peasy lemon squeezy. What? Too low. Like, why isn't it working? There we go. Too high, too low. Okay, and then it looks like the tongue goes this way, so we're going to put the tongue over here. Arthur Chapman, professional crane operator. Not. All right. Souvenir shop. Chopé. Is this going to be souvenirs or a haberdashery where we can buy hats? Give me this. Oh, God. Oh, Lord. Slots right in. Nope. as my wife would say, awful. All right, bring this over. Look at that coolness. All right, so we've slotted this in. Now we have to put my dogs just arrived. That means my wife and baby should be arriving shortly. Ow, get down, Hermione. Frig's sake. You don't have to jump on my head. And looks like we're going to be putting these in. They've assembled them nice and neatly on the ground here, and we're just picking these up and putting them into hole. Got a second one. I think these all just kind of go wherever. So for construction sites, the fast crane is definitely a way to go. I'm not sure if you can put any crane up. I think some of them, they might take like either of the fast cranes. So if you're doing like a tall building, you could do that. Hang on one second, folks. I must not have pressed the record button. I finished the crane job and did a bunch of talking, blah, blah, blah. I got my Logitech side panel set up for crane operation, which makes it a little bit easier. We have to go on to the concrete phase, but I'm going to take a break because you can hear in the background my dogs are barking like crazy. So they're in play mode. Once they calm down, I'll pick this back up. So I'll see you guys. It'll be like no time passed at all. See you in just a few minutes. Miraculously, my dogs are quiet for right now. So I'm going to move right now. Let's see. We're going to – I don't know if I need this truck again, but I'm going to hold on to it. But we're going to move it a little bit out of the way because we have a cement mixer, and we're going to also need the pump truck to pour the roof. It's weird that they don't have you pour the foundation. Maybe I haven't done any buildings in the regular mode, but I'm hoping in the regular mode that we actually get the opportunity to do some stuff like that, like where you actually pour a foundation. There's another game out, I got it for free, and I didn't cover it. That's not what I wanted to do, and it was called the Building Simulator. We may have to take a look at that and give it a comparison to this game, because in that game you actually did like every little bit of building. You poured concrete, you dug out the floor, you poured the concrete, you put the lintels in once you had the door frames up and stuff like it. It was a very detailed game, and the graphics were pretty good. It actually was a decent looking game too. So I don't know, maybe we'll have to put that on a toe-to-toe basis with this game and see which one's better. I do feel like this probably is the better game because I love all the equipment and stuff, but we'll see. I mean, honestly, we'll have to try it out again because, like I said, it was a while since I played. I got it about 2 months ago. It came out, and it didn't hit that spot with me. So we're gonna return that, yeah, and I'm gonna return this too. We don't need that. I don't think we need that anymore. And you get, besides, they don't charge you extra for that, so it's not a big deal. But I don't know. I never really, the game didn't hit it for me because it was more hand building. But in some cases, like in this game, it might actually be better to be doing that. And it had excavators and stuff in it. So, you know what? We'll take a look at that maybe in the next week or two and kind of compare it. All right, so now we need a concrete mixer, which this will do. We're going to rent this. Yep. There we go. And we'll come back for the concrete pump, but we're going to also need a concrete pump. Now, I'll show you a little bit of the fast travel system that I've been using to deliver these products because it's kind of annoying to have to go back and forth. So we know the concrete plant's at the bottom of the hill. It takes like 10 minutes to get there, but we can go like this. And you're going to be making a lot of money. Right now you have $200,000, just to give you an example. You'll be making a lot more than that very quickly. I'm going to go to the quarry. I'm going to click fast travel. It cost me $135 to fast travel on a project that's making me $100,000. To me, it's worth the couple bucks that it costs to get here because driving back and forth, it's cool if you're really trying to simulate, but if you're you're wanting to get the project done, it's probably now if you have multiplayer going on, it might be better to fast travel or to not fast travel, to actually have two or three trucks running back and forth and having one person doing the work, or 2 and 2. Go ahead and fast travel here. $189 for the trip. So the way that I kind of do it is if it's a long trip that I have to make multiple times, that's when I start using fast travel. All right. Rent a concrete pump. This is not the fun part of the game. So I would agree. I hate the pumps. I need to go fast travel here. Again. And we're going to... Oh, no, I didn't want to do that. Oh, Arthur. Oh, well. Looks like I'm paying money and going for a ride. WB Police Department. WB. Everything is W Builders in this game if it's generic, so it must be W Builders Police Department. Do. There's weird cloud stuff going on out over the ocean. That was kind of scary looking. All right, so we're going to pull in here. Look at all these people using the parking lot. That's pretty cool. We really have brought this little town back to life. Okay, so I need to hop out of my thingy. And we're going to go to the dealership again. Fast travel. And I'm going to grab a concrete pump. Enter the concrete pump. Well, I haven't rented it yet, so let's go ahead and rent that first. Let's put things in order of what they are. Concrete pumps. Oh, come on. We'll get the Mac. This probably would be the only one that you get in America. I mean, you might see a Scania or maybe a man truck in America, but the Mac for sure. What a weird truck. I've seen these, like I said, I've got to drone film these before. And I did this too. I got lights, camera, action set up on my button controller, so I don't have to go in the menu anymore to turn my lights on. Yeah, this is pretty cool. It's still a Liebherr pump. All right, so we're making our way up. We'll be there in just a second. Anyone want some puppies? They're at it again. We're going to take a break. They were doing pretty good for a while, but maybe they just need to go outside. It's nice out. Huh? You don't think so?
I said probably.
Do you want me to let them out? Park this. Why? She's just feeling bullied. Okay. All right, and I got the function mode also programmed to a button. Pretty sweet. Now, I haven't set this up on my controller yet because there were so many controls. I was like, well, you kind of need a double. Some of these controls need a double stick. Like the excavators. I thought the excavator would be fun on there, but then I was thinking about it, and I'm like, actually, that may not be fun because the excavator really works better with two sticks rather than one. So I go back and forth. I'm going to try to see how I make this go back and forth. I'm going up and down. Okay, so just leave them in. All right. I hate these things. I'm just practicing because I want to see. I don't know if you guys have seen me. I think we poured a roof at the beginning. I don't feel like the positioning of my crane is optimal right now. I can't get the arm any higher, and there's no way to. Okay, I could do. Oh, there we go. Okay, so left and right. Okay. So if I press left and then right, this will extend it out without touching. No touchy. Okay, perfect. The ironic thing is I bought my wife one of these side panels too, and she never used it. So I might take the second one out and use it when she's not using it, which is never. What are you looking at me like that for? You have literally never used your side panel. It's still in the box, brand new. She's so sour. Okay, all right. So we're gonna. I'm gonna pop out of the truck, and we're gonna run over here, and I'm gonna open. I'm gonna open the butt. I can't open the butt. I gotta do it from inside the truck. Dang it. Open the hopper. Left and right. Okay. Practice. Practice makes perfect. Okay. And we're going to hop in here. I need to get this over to the bin. Approach the back of the concrete pump. Start the mixer. You son of a biscuit. I think we're going to have to do this from the other way. It keeps putting the chute away, which means I need to just get up closer. Got a lot of yellow caterpillars here. Oh my God. Okay, yep, there we go. And now I'm going to go to the menu, and we're going to do pouring. Run over to the pump. And the pump is on inside. Oh, wrong button. Bad show. Wrong way. Arthur, you're terrible at this. Lift it up. Whoa, slower. Oh, you son of a biscuit. Lift it. I can't do it. It won't. Okay, now we're gonna turn it off because I need to figure out what the frick is going on here. Okay, that's up and down, and then that's up and down. So how can they both be up and down? Okay, now that's what happened. I'm not sure what I did, but I can't get it to go the way that I want it to go. Oh boy. Hold on. I'm gonna just hold on. Okay. Let's try this again. It got fully extended, which it's not a bad thing, but I don't know. And now it's completely shut off and I can't move it. Okay, there we go. That's how this should be, right? That's how this should be. And doing this should pour this. Yeah, see, that's what I wanted it to do, but it wouldn't. It was like totally flexed. And I couldn't get it to go back to this position. So there we go. Okay, so that's what I need to do. But what sucks is, okay, I need to reinitialize all this stuff. Because I think the pump has shut off over here. This guy is probably off. Yep. And so we're going to restart him, pouring on. And this guy's pouring on. And we're going to go ahead and enable. Oh, I hate doing things fast. Like I'm trying to rush because it's like running out. And then that never works. Stop! Oh, God. What an annoying thing. But we're done, thankfully. I got it. It was not beautiful. It was not beautiful. And we need to turn this off because it's still dumping concrete in. So get in. Get in. Okay. So it really did take about half a truck. They were not kidding. No, don't pull out into the road. Okay, park that here. And this, I think we can just be done with. So let's go to our menu, go to company, go to vehicle fleet, and we're going to return this. It was only $900 to rent. That was not bad. We can also, we can return that. We're done with that. Yep. Okay, cool. We'll get a little bit of money back for the contents. Machine rentals, $900. $3,000 for the leftovers back. Let's talk to Hap. Hey, Hape. Clear the construction site. Get out of here. Oh, it's all done. There you go, Babs. There's the souvenir shop. Souvenir. Look at that. He always says that every single thing that we use, he's like, the blah, blah, blah would be a good addition to your fleet. All right, so we are done building the souvenir shop. Sorry it was a little bit hectic and puppyish and all that kind of crap, but we had fun. All right, so we're done, and that means that we are ready to move on to the next phase of our operation. So the first thing we're going to do is we're going to take these trucks, and I'm going to go ahead and store those. They're going back. And we are going to take a look at our profile. The skills thing, I should have one. Yep, so we're going to reduce fuel-efficient driving, and I'm going to get those 3 up and crane speed. All right, and then progress, company. That's what I want. Upgrade levels. So we've done all the contracts. We are going to take the money that we've made and we're going to purchase this. And we've done all these other unlocks. And then I'm going to take the rest of my money and I'm going to purchase this. That makes my machines get refueled 4% faster and get repaired faster at my garage. So now we need to go to the jobs menu, go to the main campaign, and we're going to go ahead and go through these. Wait, where is it? It should be under here. There we go. And we're finishing the expansion, and so we're going to go ahead and accept the contract. Basically, we're just going to do this. And it says speak with Hape. That's our mission, so we're going to go ahead and do that. And I think he just tells us, okay, we're going to accept this job. So speak with Hape. And now we own the home base office. And so let's go ahead and speak with Hape. And it shows us the route to drive to him. I'm going to try to just fast travel if I can. But if it's unknown, yeah, see, we can't do this. We actually have to go there. Sucks. So we're going to go back to our home base here and take out a truck and drive down. Speak with Hape. All right. So the baby's making my wife laugh. If you wonder what that laughing is in the background,
But you just put the strangest little thing. It was kind of like a smile but a frown at the same time.
smiley frown. Turn that smiley frown upside down. I'll be right back, folks. I'm going to run down to see where Hape is and find our new base of operations. So I've arrived at the new home of Bad Arse Builders. They won't let me in. This is mine. I bought it. Dang it. I guess we have to speak with Hape on the other side. Ooh, right on the ocean. Nice location. I like it. Hi, Ape.
Congratulations on the impressive company premises. My old company in the village can barely keep up, right?
Right,
Now
you
on,
loser.
all paths are wide open to you, and you get to decide what to do next.
I only had to do 3 contracts.
See, there's plenty to do in this city. Some important stakeholders are constantly fighting for things to improve here one day.
Yeah, it's the same on the
There's no
other, in
active
the European
support.
one, too.
There's my old school friend, Mayor Hartfield, the tourism officer, Pam,
Pam.
exciting and not to be underestimated tech entrepreneur Sky Dunner, and the rough around the edges harbor master Liam O'Reilly.
Liam O'Reilly.
They are your go-to people when it comes to exciting and well-paid jobs. If
Sweet.
you want to make a difference here, meet them and find out what they're up to with the
Well,
city.
we'll do that in the next
Good
episode.
luck to you. Take care and see you soon.
Okay, bye. And with that, Hape just traipses out of our lives. Here's our new facility, which is cool. Because now it really is Big Arse Builders. Welcome to LA, folks. Or Southern California. Mexico City. Your progress, you have fulfilled the goal for the current upgrade level. Awesome. We have no money, but we have an awesomeness. Yep. So here it is. That's it. Ladies and gentlemen, hopefully you enjoyed this episode. No. Nope. We definitely will have multiplayer happening on this series in the future. Micah's got the game. Kyle's got the game. Jeff's got the game. Lots of people have the game. So, yeah, Moomoo's going to maybe play with me someday. If I can convince her to join. She does have the game also. So anyway, have a great night. Be sure to subscribe. Thumbs up always help. Thank you for spending the last hour with me. And in the next one, we will get started on the city contracts. These are much more fun because they're bigger, open. You make a lot more money. We can start buying equipment and really just kind of get into the the nitty-gritty of the game. Have a good one, guys. See you next time.